And of course, this witness, she describes the shooting more like the guy was shooting down. You know, Schlicker said they were shooting in the head.
And we watched it go choo-choo-choo. What?
Choo-choo-choo. See what he
watched it go choo-choo-choo. What? And we watched it go choo-choo-choo. What, kids? And we watched it go choo-choo-choo. What?
It doesn't look anything like the video where he was kind of randomly shooting, but they say he was aiming for the head. And there's something interesting in here. I'm going to play the whole thing. It's 1:10. If you've already seen this, you can just fast forward.
New Jersey-born Iraq veteran Esteban Santiago has been identified as the gunman who killed at least 5 people and wounded at least 8 others at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport. His aunt, Maria Ruiz, told NorthJersey.com that he came back from his tour acting strangely. She also told the press the shooter had just become a father last year. Santiago also signed up to serve in the National Guard, but was honorably discharged 4 months ago, the Army confirmed to ABC. Mark Lea told MSNBC that he was able to reload his 9mm handgun multiple times before running out of bullets and sitting down on the floor to wait for officers to arrive. Broward County Commissioner Chip LaMarca said that the shooter arrived on a flight and picked up his weapon from checked baggage before beginning his rampage. Law enforcement officials have yet to determine a motive for the attack, though Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel believes that he acted alone.
Okay, one of the things, you know, when you take journalism classes, they tell you you can't say what other people believe. Okay, so not the best reporting on that part, but the point was, they said Mark Lea said he sat on the floor. Well, whatever happened to Spread Eagle?
He walked down by door 2, threw his gun on the ground, and laid on the ground Spread Eagle until the first officer came, which was probably about a minute later.
He fully expected to get caught. Fully expected to
Oh yeah. He didn't run out of the building. He threw the gun down, and he laid Spread Eagle on the ground until the officer came up to him.
One gun?
Single shooter. One gun, one shooter.
Folks running, folks getting down on the ground, the folks that were with you, are they all okay?
Yep, well, the people, like I said, we just landed on that Delta flight that just came from Minneapolis. So like I say, our brother, my wife, and I were fine. She ran out of the building. Basically, I started helping people get out, some older people that kept on tripping over each other as they're frantically trying to get out. So I got a bunch of people out of the building. I actually ran back into the building and tried to get more people down or out, or kind of safe from cover, from that perspective. And sure, like I say, after he kind of got some other people down, he had run out of ammunition by that time. And I, like I said, I was probably within 50 feet of him, and I saw him basically, had a light kind of a blue polo shirt on there. He threw the gun down on the ground and laid down on the ground, Spread Eagle. And I basically had one of the Broward County officers, Sheriff's Department, came up behind me with his gun drawn and came up behind him and everything else, and basically until we got him up to him and secured the scene and everything else.
Could you tell whether the suspect had been shot at all, or did it?
No, he was not shot at all. Was not wounded. Was not anything, because basically he was done shooting.
We were tuning at baggage here, so waiting for our luggage to come up. The first 10 or so bags came up when I heard the first shot. I wasn't sure what it was at first, but I saw the person right to my side fall to the ground, and I turned and looked, and the shooter was in the center hallway, just outside of, just next to baggage carousel number 2 and number 1, right between there. And he was holding a black handgun, and he was just shooting randomly into the crowd, and he was shooting people in the head. There were elderly people that were shot and killed. There were 2 people to my left and 2 people to my right that were shot, and several of them died.
John, as you watch this unfold,
Could you make out whether this man was saying anything while he opened fire?
When I looked over at him, he said nothing. He said nothing. He was just shooting. And as I said, I had just pulled the first piece of luggage off the carousel when I heard the first shot. And as I turned and saw him standing, there was the hallway, and he didn't say anything. He just was firing. He did have time to reload his gun before he started firing the second time.
Did he appear to be acting alone? Was he by himself?
As far as I could see, yes, he was by himself.
How were you able to get out of there?
Instinctively, I think that the entire group of people, it was a Delta flight that had just landed in Fort Lauderdale, and everyone fell to the ground as soon as it started happening. So we stayed, and I didn't move. My wife and my mother-in-law are traveling with me. We stayed down on the ground until the shooting stopped. I immediately, when I fell, called 911, and that would have been just seconds after the first shot was fired, and called and let them know what was going on. He walked over, and he was right in our area, like within just feet from us, shooting people. I didn't know if I'd be shot, and I didn't know if my wife or my mother-in-law would either. I forgot that we weren't that shot.
And John, to be clear here.
And this is the area, isn't it, where they had the people at the gate? The two people there for the tour. Grand tour there. Some roses. Oh, there she is again. There she is again. This big reception here. And I guess just walking over the area where the shooting was. Of course, in the video, it doesn't have the numbers up. But there's I'm going to include the link to another video where the uploader says that they actually did the other video over here with the the massive head wounds and all that. They played that out here, and this buggy was in the background. Although it's kind of hard to tell if you can't really go in there and look around. And now it appears that, they've gone back to business as usual. Stories don't add up. This guy says he was by baggage claim 5.
Down by door 5 of baggage claim, and all of a sudden we heard what sounded like firecrackers going off.
Either Mark or John in the video here. So, witness stories don't add up. So it was Mark Leah that said he came right out of the Starbucks and started shooting, and this would be 1, and I guess that's 2, maybe one more is 3, and then they closed all that area down, redid it. You can see the new carpet. It's all 777s. Isn't that clever? So I guess they have hoaxes planned for the future? Perhaps. Now this video is the one I was talking about. I mentioned it in my other video, where from what I can tell, there are at least 5 of these baggage areas. And this guy is saying it looks like they mixed up where they were supposed to put their carnage scene.
See the one cart right here? This is just after the shooting. This is the aftermath of the shooting. This one cart is right here, as you can see right here, right? The shooting took place beyond this cart just sitting here. Why is there people dead behind, the cart, behind this one cart that's just staying right there? Why are people laying down right there if he's seen running straight forward down the path right here? Let's just watch that again. So he starts shooting, then he runs. So he's going beyond the cart. You know, the shooting was supposed to take place right over here. I guess the crisis actors, they had to get their fake blood ready for the cameras and stuff. So I don't know what the hell this lady doing here. She'd have been dead if the guy would have turned around. But as you can see, the guy did not turn around. He didn't turn around. If he was to turn around, this lady would have been dead. So this is the area where the people got shot. And beyond this first car here, people also got shot, but they didn't show that in the video. In this video right here. But let's play. Alright. So he goes down 2 more lanes. Let's watch this. Alright, so you got the center right here. You got the center right here. Why would they, you just got the police standing right there, you know. They're not doing anything. You got the one police right here. Like, he's not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Why are they standing right there? They should be assessing the situation. The gunman is already gone. Like, they should be helping, you know, the victims that are, like, already injured and stuff like that. But they're not doing that. Wow.
Alright, so that is from Pure Truth. And I'll leave the link for that there. I think he's got some valid questions. And if this was 1, and it goes 1, 2, 3 like that, and this is the Starbucks, then why wasn't the Starbucks in that video? So that's, I guess, my other question. Well, I've got a list here. So, just some questions. From this photo, it looks like the shooting was at Terminal 3. That's where they were standing. But if the guy came out of the Starbucks and headed this way, the Starbucks is over here, that's something wrong. Alright, this says 3, which means 1 would be back the other direction. Right? Here's a view from the other direction. So he was supposedly shooting between 1 and 2, which would have been over here. And this is the start.